Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn with Lakineni. I am Prasanna Kumar Lakineni. I am an associate professor in Department of Computer Science Engineering. I am having vast experience in computer science subjects. Here, for software aspirants, for the purpose of students, those who want to get good jobs in software industry and to have a practical and in-depth knowledge in the Python programming. Herewith I have taken so many programs and I am solving with complete explanation which is required to solve the problem. Like that, I am preparing so many MCQs, multiple choice questions with excellent explanation so that these videos will be helpful to improve your technical knowledge and also will help you in solving the software industry interviews. So please subscribe to my channel Learn with Lakineni to get all updates from my channel. In my channel I have prepared so many Python programming videos and also Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and also I am solving different lead code questions also. Please watch the videos in my YouTube channel Learn with Lakineni. Please don't forget to subscribe. Definitely you'll enjoy my videos and you'll get more knowledge from my videos. In this video, I am going to explain the important concepts on Python MCQs. So these MCQs definitely will be useful for your software job interview point of view. Here I am covering various ways of problems. So with complete explanation and wherever the concept is required, there I am explaining the required concept. Here the first problem is, what is the maximum length of the identifier? So in Python, there is no limit on the length of the identifier. In Python, there is no limit. You can have any length of the identifier. So when it comes to here, no fixed length is specified. You can have any length of the identifier in Python. So the answer is no fixed length is specified. So this is the answer. Here, what will be the output of the following code snippet? Here, print 2 exponential 3 plus 5 plus 6, again star star 1 plus 1. So here you have to first evaluate the brackets. Here 2 exponential 3 plus 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 exponential 1 plus 1 is 2. Here 2 exponential 3 is 2 cube plus 11 exponential 2 is 11 square. So 2 cube is 8. 11 square is 121 is equal to 129. So here 129 is the answer for this. You have to just follow the order of preference of the operator. So accordingly, you have to evaluate and you have to find out the final value of the expression. Here, what will be the data type of the var in the below code snippet? So here, var is equal to 10. Initially as given, var is equal to 10. Now you want to print the type of var. Here, var is a integer type. So it is an integer type. Later on, you are replacing the var with a string hello. Now this value is replaced with the value hello. That means a string hello. That means a string hello you have stored in the variable var. Now you want to see the type of var. Now the type of the var is string. So here initially int, next one is string. So here the answer will be int and string. In the first print you are getting int. In the second print, you are getting string. Okay. So how is a code block indicated in the Python? So in the Python, the code block is indicated with indentation. There are no brackets or curly braces like C and C++. Just you will indicate a particular block of code with a clear indentation. Okay, with the indentation, you can see the actual block of any code. Here the next question is, what will be the output of the code snippet? Here A is equal to as given a list 1, 2, 3. It is a list. Now you are converting the list into a tuple. Now you are converting A is equal to tuple of A. Now you are converting the list A into tuple of A. That means what is A? A becomes tuple. A becomes tuple. Now initially A is a list. Now you have converted the list into a tuple. Now A is a tuple. Now you want to assign an item to the index at 0. That means you want to change this value. Now after changing it to tuple, it becomes 1, 2, 3. Now you want to change the element at index 0. Because it is a tuple, tuple is immutable. Once tuple is created, there is no chance of changing the values or the objects or the items in the tuple. So you are trying to change the elements in the tuple so that it gives an error. It gives an error because tuple is immutable. Once the objects are created, you cannot change the objects in the tuple. So that's why. So when converting this list into a tuple, if you want to change the element at some index, it won't be accepted because tuple is immutable. In this, what will be the output of the following code snippet? Here print type of when you divide 5 with 12. When you divide 5 with 12, so there are two types of divisions. One is ordinary division, which always gives a float value. Second one is floor division, which always gives an integer value. Always gives an integer value. So when you divide 5 by 2, it gives 2.5. So 2.5 is a float type. In the same manner, if you divide floor division with 2, it gives 2 as the float division. The rest of the 0.5 won't be shown. It will be rounded to 2. So it is an integer. So when you divide 5 by 2, it gives float. When you divide 5 with float division with 2, it gives int. So float and int. So this will be the answer. You just please remember that this division, ordinary division will always give float value and float division will give you integer value. In this question, what will be the output of the following code snippet? Here he has given a list A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you have taken sum is equal to 0 for element in A. That means you are taking the element, each and every element from A. And what you are doing, sum is equal to sum plus element. That means you are taking one element and you are adding to the sum. And again you are taking the next element and you are adding to the sum. Again you are taking the next element and you are adding to the sum. Like that you are doing sum of all the elements in the list. That means it will be 15. It will be 15. The sum of first 5 elements. So this is 3, this is 10 and 15. 15 will be the answer. Here you are calculating the sum of elements in the given list by using for loop. If you see this code, here you have taken count is equal to 0. Okay, count is equal to 0. While true, as long as this is true, then you can enter into the while loop. So this is true means you are entering into there is no condition. Always you have given directly the true. So always it will be true. So every time you have chance to enter into the while loop. That means you have infinity times to enter into the while loop. There is no end because there is no failure condition. Here you have directly given true. But here we have written some logic. If count percentile 3 is equal to 0, then you print count. Here end means without going to the next line, you are printing the next output in the same line. Here what is the value of count? 0. Is 0 is divisible by 3? Yes. That means when you divide 0 with 3, the remainder is 0. So you are printing count. So what will be printed? The count value is 0. Again you are checking if count is greater than 15. No, count is not greater than 15. Count is less than. Why? Because 0 is not greater than 15. So you will not enter into the if. Again you are making count is equal count plus 1. That means you are incrementing the count value. So now count will become 1. Count will become 1. So again you are entering into the while loop. Always this gives you to enter into the while loop because all the cases it will be true. Again, if what is the value of count? Count is equal to, initially count is equal to 0. Now it becomes 1. Is 1 modular divisible with 3 is equal to 0? No. When you divide 1 with 3, the remainder is not equal to 0. Again, this you cannot enter into the if condition. Again, is count is greater than 50? No. 1 is not greater than 50. Again, counter is equal to counter plus 1. Counter will become 2. Again, while true, if count modular division with 3 is equal to 0, no, 2 modular division with 3 is not equal to 0. Again, is count is greater than 50? No. Again, count is equal to count plus 1. Here it becomes 3. Again, it is 2. You are entering into the while loop. If count modular division with 3, yes, count is 3 and modular division with 3 is equal to 3. Yes, it is true. If it is true, then you can enter into that and you can print the count. So what is the next value of count? 3. Is 3 is greater than 15? No. Again, count is equal to count plus 1. Again, it is 4. Like that, all the count values which are multiples of 3 or which are divisible by 3 will be printed up to count is equal to 15. That means 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. After that, again count will be incremented to 16. 16 is greater than 15. So whenever 16 is greater than 15, you are entering into the if condition. There you are written break. Then you are coming out of the while loop. So here break condition breaks to come out of the while loop. So here what will be the answer? This will be the answer. So 0, 3, 9, 0, 9, 3, 0, 9, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So this will be the answer or output of the course snippet. Here this is a small question. Which of the following concepts is not a part of Python? So pointers is not part of Python. Pointers concept is not there in Python. So we have loops concepts, we have dynamic typing concepts, but pointer is not a concept in Python. Pointer concept is not included in the Python. So it is not part of Python. Here what will be the output of the following code snippet? Here we have defined a function solve a comma b. Now you want to print the return value given by the function solve. So for the function what you are sending? 20 and 50. So now a value will be 20 and b value will be 50. Here a value will be 20 and b value will be 10. Return. What is returning? Return b if a is equal to 0. But here a is not equal to 0. Else, what you need to do? You have to, again you are calling internally the function again. You are calling the function again. How you are calling? You are passing two parameters. What are they? B modular division with a. That means 50 modular division with 20. So if you do 50 with 20, so 22 is 40. So what will be the remainder? 10 will be the remainder. That means in this part you are sending 10 and in this part the value of A is 20. The value of A is 20. So now again the new values of A is 10. The new value of B is 20. Again return B. If A is equal to 0. Here A is not equal to 0. So you are coming to the else part and again you are calling the function solve. That means you are making a recursive call. Here again B modular division with 3. What is B? 20. 20 modular division with 10. So what is 20 modular division with 10? The remainder is 0. And what is the value of A? A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. Now you are calling this function with 0 and 10. That means the new value of A is 0. The new value of B is 10. Now again return B. If A is equal to 0. Here the value of A is equal to 0. That means you are returning the value of B. So here you are printing the value of B. What is the value of B? 10. So 10 will be returned. That 10 you are printing here. So here 10 is the answer. See, indirectly what you are doing? You are finding the here this problem is finding GCD of two numbers. That is the logic here. GCD of two numbers. So if you take 20 and 50, the GCD is 10. 10 is the GCD of the two numbers. In this question, again we have defined a function called solve A. Here print A. That means here you have defined a list A is equal to 2, 4, 6 and that list you are printing here. That means for the print A you will get 2, 4, 6. Again solve of A. That means again you are calling this one. How you are calling? By passing a list. Here this A is list. Here you just please remember that this A and this A are separate. This is the A which is defined inside a function. Okay. This is the A defined outside the function. So this A is local to this function only. Here you are modifying the A. A is equal to 1, 3, 5. Here you have modified the local A. Here your Python interpreter will create a separate A for the outside variable and a separate A for the inside variable within the function. So here this A is different and this A is different. So again you want to print A. So you people will think that you have changed the values of A. No, you have not changed the values of A. Your original A will be kept as it is. Here this is the A which is defined inside a method. The values inside the method are not available to the outside of the method. So whenever you want to print A, the same A will be printed. So here the answer is for the first print A, 2, 4, 6 will be printed. For the second print, 2, 4, 6 will be printed. Okay. So you don't think that both A's are same. So the first, this is the list A outside of the function. So this is the list A inside the function. So the variables both are different. So you will get the same answer for both the print A. Here, in this, here you have defined a function. Now here you have defined a variable called value. Value is equal to global. Value is equal, inside the value I have stored a string called as global. Now I am calling the function. I am calling the defined function. In the function, when you enter into the function, you have defined a variable value which is of global. That means this value variable is available throughout the program because you have defined with a keyword global. Now you have changed it. That means the original value will be affected because it becomes a global here. That means you are taking the global variable. That means the value which is defined outside the function, that value you are taking as a global. Now you are changing the value. Here initially the value is equal to global. Now you are changing the data or the value inside value variable into local. Now this global will become, now value will show local. Value will show local. Now you want to print the value. So what value will be printed? Local will be printed, because inside the function you have defined the value variable as global. This value variable is defined outside the function but can be used inside the function because it is defined as a global. So what are the changes you made inside the function to the global variable value? So the value will be affected or changed for the outside value only. Outside value also. Okay. So that's why we are getting the value as local. Here, which of the following statements are used in exceptional handling? So, in Python exceptional handling, we use try, except, finally. So, these three statements are used in the Python exceptional handling. So, all of the above. Try, except, and finally. So, here, what will be the output of the following code? Here, A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 1. That means A is equal to 3, B is equal to 1. Now you are printing, print A and B. Just you are printing the value of A and B. In the next line, A comma B is equal to B comma A. So what is this? This is interchanging of two numbers. Interchanging of two values. Interchanging of two values. That means this is a swapping logic. This is a swapping logic. That means A value will be stored in B, B value will be stored in A. So if you want to print A comma B, now A value will become 1 and B value will become 3. So 3 1 and 1 3 is the output of the following code. Here you just think A comma B is equal to B comma A means simply you are swapping the two numbers. Which of the following types of loops are not supported in Python? In Python you have for loop, in Python you have while loop, in Python you don't have any do while loop. So do while loop is not the concept in Python. So only we are using for and while. So what is the proper syntax to check if element present in the list or not? So here, to check whether an element present in the list or not, there are two things. One is in, second one is not in. So these are the keywords, these are the operators to check whether the particular element exists in a given sequence or not. Here, if element in list, so this is correct. That means you are checking a value whether it is presented in the list or not. If not element not in list, that means if the element is not present in the list, then means you can use this also. So both A and B are the statements of checking whether the element present in the given list or not. Okay, both are acceptable. Here, what will be the output of the following code snippet? So here you have defined a function, that the function name is thrive. Now you are calling the thrive with a value 35. That means you are passing a value 35. Now n is equal to 35. Here you have some conditions. If 35 modular divided with 15 is equal to 0, no. Again you are coming to the else condition. If 35 modular divided with 3 is not equal to 0, yes. And 35 modular divided with 5 is not equal to 0, no. This is also condition fails. Again come to the else. If 35 modular divided with 3 is equal to 0, no. This is also fails. Again come here. Else if that means 35 modular divided with 5 is equal to 0, yes. Then print 5. Print 5. So for the first call, the output is 5. Again, thrive 56. Thrive 56. Here 56 is not divisible by 35. Here 56 is if you divide 56 with 3, the remainder is not equal to 0. Yes. And if you divide 56 with 5, and also the remainder is not equal to 0. That means both the conditions are failed. Then you are entering into this if condition, print neither. So the next output is neither. Neither. Again you are calling with a 15. Again you are calling with a 15. So when you take 15, 15 is modular division with 15 is equal to 0. So here in the first condition you are entering. So here you are printing thrive. Thrive. Next you are calling 39. 39. 39 is not divisible by 15. 39 is not 39 is divisible by 3. So the remainder will be 0, not equal to 0. This means this condition also fails. Again come here. When you divide 39 with 3, it is divisible by 3. So here you are printing 3. So for the 4 function calls, the outputs will be 5, neither, thrive, 3. So here 5, neither, thrive, 3. So this will be the answer for the given code. So here simply he used the multiple if-else conditions. Here this is a very simple question. Here you are checking whether the number is even or not by using ternary operator. By using ternary operator. Here you are passing, you have defined a function called check of 12. That means you are passing 12. Here the value of a will be 12. Print, here you want to print even if a modular division with 2 is equal to 0. That means if you divide 12 with 2, then if the remainder is 0, then print this. If the remainder is not equal to 0, then print odd. This is called as a ternary operator. Ternary operator. So that means you can write a if-else statement is a single statement. So what is the output? Output will be even. Output will be even. So this is the answer for this question. Here in this, he have taken a list, the name of the list example, in that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There are 4 elements. Now he is applying some string slicing operation. He has applied some slicing operation. Print example of -3 colon -1. Here he has not mentioned any step operator. If he has not mentioned any step operator, that means it is a positive. That means it is a positive direction. So usually the indexing starts from left to right 0, 1, 2, 3. From right to left -1, -2, -3, -4. This is the negative indexing. So the direction is positive direction. So where is begin? Begin is equal to -3. End is equal to -1. Usually if it is positive direction, you have to take end -1. And what is end? -1 is equal to -2. From you have to start at -3 and you have to end at -2. So where you have to start? You have to start at -3 and you have to end at -2 in the positive direction. That means forward direction. So what will be sliced? Which piece will be sliced? Monday and Tuesday. So the output of this program is Monday and Tuesday. So you please remember that when you are applying slicing operations, you have to see whether the step operator is positive or negative. If it is not given, by default the step operator is positive. If it is positive, you have to take begin to end -1. If it is a negative step operator, that means you have to take begin to end +1. So here begin is -3, end is -1. The step operator is positive. That's why you have taken -1, -1. That means -2. So -3 to -2 we are slicing. So which part will become Monday and Tuesday? Here what will be the output of the code snippet? Here he has given a list. A is equal to 1, 2 and you want to print A star 3. A star 3. What is A? A is a list. Here star 3 means this list will be replicated for 3 times. So here this operator is overloaded. This operator is overloaded. So this operator is overridden. That means this list will be printed 3 times. That means 1 2 1 2 1 2. So this will be the answer for this question. So this is the answer. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You please remember that when you apply a star operator between a string or a list or a tuple, that means any sequence with a scalar value or integer value, that means that list will be replicated for this scalar number of times. So here it is 3. So this A will be replicated for 3 number of times. That's why 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3 times. This is first time, second time, third time. So that's why this is the answer for this question. So here, what will be the output of the following code snippet? Example 1, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's given a sequence. He is given a list. Tell example of 2. Example of 2. Example is a list. So what is the indexing? 0, 1, 2, 3. Now you want to delete the element at index 2. That means if you apply delete on any list index, that element will be permanently deleted from the list. So del example of 2, that means you want to delete the element at index 2. So what is the element at index 2? Tuesday. This will be deleted permanently. So after deleting, what will be the elements? Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Now if you want to print example 2, so what will you printed? What will you printed? Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. So this will be the answer for this. This will be the answer for this. Okay. So by using the remove method, you can remove the element from the list, and also by using the keyword del, you can also delete the element permanently from the given list at a mentioned index. So I want to delete the element index 2. So I am deleting the element at index 2. So that means it will be permanently deleted. So the remaining elements will be existed in the list. So if you want to print that list, the remaining elements will be printed. So this is the answer for this question. So here we have taken a numbers. This is a tuple. This is a tuple. Now sorted out numbers is equal to sorted numbers. That means you have applied the general function sorted on the tuple. So when you apply sorted on the tuple, automatically this sorted will give or will return a list that containing all the elements. That means when you apply sorted on numbers, it will give a list. That list you are storing in the sorted numbers. Now if you want to see sorted numbers, what is the type of the sorted numbers? The type of the sorted numbers is list. Please remember that when you are sending the tuple variable into a sorted method, it automatically creates a list. That list I am storing in sorted numbers. Now if you want to ask what is the type of sorted numbers, simply you can say that it is a list type but not tuple. Okay. Sorted function always returns a list that contains all the elements in the parameters in sorted orders. Here in this code you have taken a tuple and you have created a list with the help of sorted numbers. Now here sorted is a list. Now here you have written a variable even is equal to lambda a modulated with 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So now this is a lambda function. For this lambda function, you are sending the values by using a filter. So even numbers is equal to filter even. That means you are calling this lambda function, comma, sorted of numbers. What is sorted of numbers? This is a list. This is the list which you have got here. In this list, one by one element you are sending here and you are checking. If it is true, that value will be taken into the taken into the even numbers list. Now if you want to see type of even number, it is a filter object. It is a filter object. So that's why it is saying that it is a filter object. Why? Because here using the filter function. So whatever whenever it is true, that value will be returned to the filter. So those values are storing in the filter object. So if you want to know the type of even numbers, it will be a filter object. So that's why it is showing that filter. So the filter function always returns a filter object. Okay. You can see what will be the output of the following code snippet. So here, this is the numbers, this is the tuple. By using sorted, you are converting that into a list in this sorting order. In this sorting order, now you have created another list with the help of list comprehension. X for X is sorted number. So now, what is the first value of sorted number? Is sorted 2. If 2 modular division with 2 is not equal to 0, no, it is false. Now this element won't be granted. Next element will be taken. What is the next element? 4. If 4 modular division with 2 is not equal to 0, no, it is equal to 0. Again, what is the next element? 7. Is 7 modular division with 2 is not equal to 0? Yes. That means this is the logic to take the odd numbers from the given list. So with this logic, I am filtering only the odd numbers, and now I am adding to the list. So this is called as list comprehension. So now I want to print odd numbers. It gives only the odd numbers. So this is the logic to filter out the odd numbers in the given list by using list comprehension. Here, what is the output of the following code? So this is a user defined function. Now you are returning message. Print is even. Is even is a user defined function. What you are passing? 54. Now message is equal to, here you have used a f string. Message is equal to f number is an even number. Here you return the condition. If number divisible by 2 is equal to 0. If it is true, it returns the message as f as number. What is the number? Number is equal to 54. 54 is an even number. If it is false, it returns number is an odd number. This is the way of using the f strings. So here I have given 54. So here number is 54. If number 54 modular division with 2 is equal to 0, yes, it is true. If it is true, now you are returning this message. What is the message? In place of number, 54 will be replaced. So 54 is an even number. If 54 is not even number, then you will come here and this number will be replaced with some number, and it will return the message as number is an odd number. So this message here 54 is even number. In this message 54 is even number is stored. That message you are passing, that you are printing here. So the output is 54 is an even number. So hope you are all understanding. Here I am explaining clearly the concept for each question so that it will be more useful for solving similar type of questions. Please watch one or more times so that you will understand clearly. Thank you for watching this video. Still more videos will be uploaded into our YouTube channel. Please stay tuned to our YouTube channel.